So today, class, we are going to be using our bodies to predict how things like weather and temperature can impact different environments. And the first thing we are going to do is make a rainstorm right in the classroom. So at this point, I would have the groups split up into just their tables, I think, or if not, if there aren't tables, then just have them into 4 groups. And I would say, okay, group 1, let's have you start us off. Everybody rub your hands together like this. And then I would move on to group 2 and I would say, okay, awesome. Group 1, you keep going. Now group 2, join in by snapping. And then I would move on to group 3 and have them pat their thighs. And then group 4 would be stomp your feet really loud. Be louder on a school floor. I have carpet. Oh, and there's a 5th group. The 5th group is clapping their hands very loud every couple seconds just to be thunder. And you guys have probably done a rainstorm thing before. And then slowly I would say, okay, now group 5, you guys stop. And group 4, you guys stop. Group 3, you guys stop. Group 2, you guys stop. And group 1, you guys stop. And then I would say that was an awesome rainstorm. And we all managed to stay dry. We just created a rainstorm right in the classroom. And then I would explain what we were learning about. So I'd say today we'll be taking 4 different environments and learning about what's in them and what makes them unique. So here is a picture of first environment. So this is our first environment. Can anybody tell me what this environment is? Yep, it's the wetland. What kinds of animals do you see here? You could say frog or dragonfly or a fish, butterfly. What kinds of plants do you see here? You could say lily pads or bushes. Don't remember what those are called right now. And what is the weather like here? Like if we were to go there, what kind of clothes would we need, do you think? Maybe you could say rain boots. Maybe an umbrella. And then I would go over to here and say, good, here are some animals that we listed. There's an alligator, snakes, turtles, storks, and herons in the wetlands. And what makes up a wetland? It's flooded by water, so we probably need rain boots, vegetation and aquatic plants, and wetlands are a good source of food for reptiles, birds, and amphibians. Now moving on to our second one. This is the tundra. So let's see what kinds of animals we have here. Looks like we've got a killer whale, a beluga whale, a walrus, penguin, polar bear. What kind of weather do you think they have there? It's probably pretty cold, and looks like there's quite a bit of ice. So let's see. Yep, other animals include an Arctic fox, an Arctic hare, a caribou, a musk ox, and a polar bear. And properties of the tundra are, it has a short growing season, it doesn't have very many trees, the temperature is super low, so it's very cold. Animals have adapted to the long winters. A lot of them have a lot of fur and a lot of fat on them to stay warm. And many animals hibernate or migrate during the winter seasons. So this is the desert. Let's see what kind of animals we have here. Yep, we've got a camel. Looks like we've got a prairie dog, and a snake and a vulture, and a scorpion. And it looks like it's going to be pretty hot here. So some other animals, a desert fox, an antelope, a camel, and a lizard. And properties of the desert are extremes of temperature, so it can get really, really cold at night and really, really hot in the day. It's very humid, so there's a lot of moisture in the air. Doesn't rain a lot. It's very windy, which is what makes the sand dunes. And many animals are small because they can't store sufficient water. And I'm just going to scratch out humidity because this one is correct. Sorry about that. Our next one, let's see, we've got ocean. So let's see what kind of animals we see in the ocean. We see things like octopus, a crab, starfish, a whale, sharks, and obviously the ocean is very wet and can be super, super cold in some places. So some animals, jellyfish, sharks, fish, dolphins, and algae. Algae is like a plant. Properties, salt water. If you've ever been in the ocean, you know it's super, super salty. And right there, I could probably ask who's been in the ocean. Oceans help keep temperatures from getting too hot or too cold by moving water around. So the temperature and pressure in areas determine what animals live in different parts of the ocean. All right, class. So now that we've learned about the 4 types of environments, we're going to play a game to demonstrate the knowledge that we just gained. So what we're going to do is the 3 teachers that would have been with me are going to help me out in this first game, and we are going to pick one of the 4 environments that we just learned about. So let's pick the tundra, and we are going to pick a character from the tundra. So if we think back, we had like penguin, we had beluga whale, we had polar bear. We're going to each pick one of those and act it out. So I will pick the penguin, and at this point each teacher would pick an animal. So like you could do like a penguin and just be acting out a penguin. And then I would say now I'm going to give them a challenge. The challenge is a rainstorm, kind of like what we created before. So a rainstorm is going to definitely impact the tundra, right? Let's see what happens to each character when a rainstorm comes. And once a rainstorm comes, you know, like maybe the penguin would like take shelter or something, or like try to cover its head or something like that. And then we would have the teachers discuss why they chose the reaction that they did to the character. And the tundra's a little bit tough, so that's why I would want to do this one as an example, because the other ones are a little bit easier. So now we are going to split you guys up into 4 groups, and each group is going to be given an environment, and each student needs to pick a character in that environment, and you can pick to be an animal or you can pick to be a plant in that environment. And then the teacher is going to pick a challenge out of a hat and give you that challenge. So first, let's have you guys get into your groups and everybody pick either a plant or an animal. And so they would get into groups, and one of the 3 other teachers that is like teaching with me, they would each be assigned to one of the groups and they would help them out. And then one of the transitions we were going to do, like a way to get the kids' attention, was to just do the rainstorm thing again. Instead of saying, hey, we have 2 minutes, like just like start doing the rainstorm. And then at the beginning of class I would have had them, I would have explained like, this is going to be our, like, let's get quiet when I start doing this, and then some people can start snapping, stuff like that. So I do that, and I would say, all right, let's now show each other what we've learned. So each group is going to have a turn to show their class, their environment to the class, and we'll give you a new challenge to see how you guys will react. So each group would get up and do that and present with their groups, and then I would lead a discussion on the effects and choices of each group. So like if the temperature in like the tundra suddenly got super hot, maybe the students would have chosen like just to be swimming because the ice melted or something, and we could talk about why that would happen. Or if a student who was in the desert like suddenly had like a snowstorm or something, maybe they would be like super cold because they don't have, you know, a lot of fur like the tundra animals would. So we would have a discussion about that. And then I would just close with, you have all taught each other so much about each environment and how it can change. Let's think about Cedar City's environment, where we're from. what kinds of animals do we have here? You know, let them answer, and what's the weather like, and what kind of environment do you think we have here? And then I would say, if our environment suddenly became like the tundra, like what would change? Or if our environment was suddenly hit with like a super hot temperature or something, what would happen? And I would have them think, pair, share that, and then I would have them share out, and that's the end of my lesson.